welcome to another video. I am so sorry this one took so long coming out. Unfortunately, life got in the way, as it tends to do for people, and then next thing I knew, several weeks had gone by, and I'm like, oh crap, I need to do something. Plus I wanted to do something, and I've been thinking about videos of this nature for a while, and finally decided to just go ahead and do it. My setup isn't very good for these types of videos, but we'll work on it. But I was going to do a tarot deck sort of unboxing kind of thing and talk a little bit about tarot. I am not an expert tarot reader by any sense of the imagination, but I have been reading it, I guess, casually for about 2-3 years now. At least that's as long as I've had at least my first deck, is probably about 2 or 3 years. I've acquired many more, and I do mean many. I have a problem. But I thought I'd start off with my first deck and kind of talk a little bit about tarot, stuff like that, and then the rest of the video will be me showing off the cards and stuff like that. So I thought that would be kind of nice. Plus the name of the channel is Gothic Arts, Crafts, and Magic, so why not actually incorporate a little bit of magic and stuff like that. So I have here my very first tarot deck in this box. It's called the Sleeping Dragon box, I believe is the name of it. I did purchase it off of Amazon from a company I believe called Nemesis. They do have a couple really pretty tarot boxes, but be warned, if you do order them, both of mine I ordered came broken, hence why the lid is a little jangly. It's a little bit broken. They're still usable both times, but just warning you, be prepared that they might be broken if you receive them. And then this is the top. It's a little bit dusty. I swear I keep trying to dust it, but it's called the Sleeping Dragon box, and my first deck is inside of it. For the record, you don't have to buy fancy tarot boxes or tarot bags for your cards. You can just leave them in the boxes they come in. That's completely up to you. I personally liked the idea of giving my cards like personal little just containers for them to help keep them safe and stuff like that. So that's just the way I felt, but you don't have to. So I'll take the box off, and again, here's the lid. But again, it's a little broken. Like I said, both times it came in, I have this box and another box I'll probably show in another video, but they were broken. They were still usable, but it was a little disappointing. My very first tarot deck was actually called the Aquarian Tarot. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It did come with like a little pamphlet, which I hate so much. If you get a tarot deck, I love it when they come with useful little books. I hate these little pamphlet things. They're so easy to lose, not to mention they don't have all that great information, and they're flimsy and they don't have great info in them, so I usually just recommend books. In fact, I'll probably post a link to my main tarot book that I learned a lot from down below. It's called The Tarot Companion by Liz Dean. I'll show the book, or actually hang on. Let me go get the book. Hang on. Alright, I got the book. Here it is. Tarot Companion by Liz Dean. It's a pretty good sized book. It's hardcover. It's not particularly difficult to come across. I believe I actually got this in a store named Spencer's, which I know probably isn't available everywhere for everyone who sees this video, but it is a store. I believe Barnes & Noble might sell them, or you can probably just get it off Amazon. If I can find the link, I'll remember to post it if I can. But this is a great book. It has really good beginning information if you're new to tarot, things of how to charge your cards, deal the deck, pick the cards, really good beginning spreads, because how you spread out your cards a lot of times depends on the answers of questions you want to ask. And it also has really good meanings for all of the cards, from the major arcana to the minor arcana. It's a fantastic book. It's explained really clearly, and it makes a lot of sense, at least for me reading it. Liz Dean is not the only author, obviously, of these kind of books, but definitely that is my go-to book. I use it every single time I do a reading. It's really wonderful. So that's the type of book that I have, because, as I said, I hate these little pamphlets. It's got no info in them whatsoever, at least not really in-depth info, and they're so easy to lose, and they're flimsy. That's why I much prefer at least decent books, hardcover or better, especially. Well, I mean, in general, I don't mind hardcover versus softcover, but if it's something I'm going to be using a lot and referencing a lot, I definitely want it to last. And I've had this book for a few years, and it still basically looks brand new. So there's that. And as I said, I use it quite often. So this is what the cards look like, at least their backing. And don't worry, the rest of the video I'll deal these cards out one at a time so you can actually see all the artwork, because the artwork I find is really pretty. But this was my first ever tarot deck, and the reason I picked this deck was partially because I really wanted to learn tarot and I was really interested in it, and I didn't really know where to get cards, I guess I could say. Like, I know you can get them off the internet, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't really sure where to start. Plus there is that whole rumor where if you get cards, they're supposed to be a gift. I don't know where that rumor started, and if that's how you want to work it, that's fine. You don't necessarily have to. Like, if you have friends who know you really well and find a tarot deck that really works for you, okay, fine. But not all decks will work for you. Sometimes they're just energies don't match up with you. Sometimes you just don't like the artwork. Sometimes you just don't like the deck doesn't like you. So a lot of times if you pick out your own cards, you at least know that they can work with you well. Again, it doesn't have to be a gift. I've been gifted tarot cards before, and they're gorgeous and I love them, do not get me wrong. But these ones, to this day, are probably my most accurate deck because I've had them the longest and I've used them the most. But they are absolutely gorgeous, and I really like even just the backing. It's really cool and pretty. It kind of reminds me of like a Zentangle, and I have a little bit of an artsy background, so that's kind of cool. And like I said, the actual pictures themselves, you'll see them more in depth later in the video. But this is the deck. And as I said, it's called the Aquarian Tarot. If I can find that online, I'll post a link too. But without further ado, I'll get to actually showing the deck. Hopefully it works out nicely. Like I said, my setup is not really great for these kind of videos. I still got to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. But I hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions about tarot, let me know and I'll try to address them in the future video. Like I said, I am not an expert by any sense of the imagination, but I have been studying a little bit, and if I can help someone start their journey with tarot and kind of inspire them, then hey, I'm doing a great job. But I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and thank you so much, and just let me know what you think. hopefully that came out right. I haven't really, well, at this point I haven't seen it because it still needs to be edited, so hopefully it came out great. But I hope you enjoyed it. I personally, like I said, really like the artwork of the Aquarian Tarot. It has a special place in my heart because it was my very first deck that I got for myself. I really hope you liked it. Maybe I'll post some more informative videos about tarot, because like I said, I do know a little bit about it, but I'm already blabbing away as it is long enough. So please, if you like the video, obviously the whole YouTube spiel, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, all that good stuff, because believe me, that's how YouTube works nowadays. You have to do all these steps to stay relevant, and I am not relevant, so I'm trying to be more relevant. So please, I'm begging you, I am not above begging, please subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, like it, whatever, tell your friends about it. I appreciate it. Talk about that crazy lady on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I hope you all have a good day, evening, whenever you are watching this, and hopefully the next video will be much shorter between uploads. So, wish me luck. Anyways, goodbye and have a good one.